If you haven't blocked the pandemic years from your memory yet, you may recall that car rental prices hit sky-high levels in July 2021. Luckily, car rental prices seem to have reached their top and continue to drop. But even today, rental car prices are far from cheap and they're far higher than pre-COVID rates. We all know that inflation has been hitting almost every aspect of the economy, but it's hit car rental prices even harder. Whereas average prices across all items for summer 2024 were up about 23% since pre-pandemic, rental car prices are up a much sharper 29%. The good news is you don't have to spend your entire vacation budget on rental cars. I'm Sally French, a travel expert at NerdWallet, and let me give you some quick tricks to help you save money on your next car rental. First off, comparison shop. Sites like Kayak, Priceline, and even membership programs like Costco Travel allow you to compare your options and narrow in on the best deal. Sometimes you might find the best deal on those comparison sites, but you might also find better deals when you shop directly through the rental car company's website. There's no clear answers as to which is cheaper, which is why I just recommend doing your own comparison shopping. You may also be able to fund your rental car through other travel rewards you have, like hotel points and frequent flyer miles. Now, typically, these are actually not a great redemption. Airline miles are generally most valuable at, well, airlines, but I found myself in situations with not enough miles to actually book a flight and perhaps on an airline I don't intend to fly with anyway. In that case, spending them on a less valuable redemption like a rental car isn't a bad thing. And then check your membership programs. I mentioned Costco. Those members can shop through Costco Travel. Similarly, other programs like AAA also might offer discounts at certain rental car agencies. Speaking of comparison shopping, know which brands are the cheapest. As I mentioned, those other websites make it easy to find the cheapest brand for your location and date. That said, here are some good rules of thumb. Thrifty, Hertz, and Enterprise Rental Car rank among the cheapest rental car companies. National and Avis are the most expensive on average. NerdWallet study found that the average price for a 7-night rental car from the most expensive brand, which is National, was $601. Meanwhile, it was just $414 with Thrifty. That's nearly $200 savings on a 7-night trip just by going with a certain brand. Once you have your rental car, stick to one driver. Most rental car companies will charge you a fee to add an extra driver, which can often be more than $10 per day. There are ways to dodge the fee though. Some companies, such as Enterprise, waive the additional driver fee for a spouse or a domestic partner, but you both need to have the same address on your driver's licenses. Others, including National, waive the fee for spouses, partners, and immediate family members if you enroll in their membership program. Number 5, know the ins and outs of car rental insurance. You might not actually need to pay for the rental car company's insurance plan at the counter. If you already have a car, your primary insurance likely covers you when you rent a car, though check with your specific plan. Many credit cards also include basic insurance coverage if you use the card to pay for your rental. Some cards even offer more comprehensive coverage. Visit nerdwallet.com for a complete list of credit cards that offer rental car insurance. If you do go this route, there are some stipulations, such as you need to decline the rental car company's coverage. But when you do, you may be able to save what can easily amount to about $30 a day on your rental. There are some exceptions, such as renting overseas. There, you may be required to purchase insurance even if you have coverage via your primary car insurance or your credit card. Build this into your international travel budget. Okay, number 6, skip the airport. Sure, renting at the airport is convenient if you're flying in, but that convenience can come at a premium. A June 2024 NerdWallet study of more than 480 rental car prices found that it costs on average about 18.4% more to rent a car at the airport versus a rental from the same company in the downtown area of the same city. So why is that? It's convenience, which also ties into supply and demand. Also, airport surcharges, which often come as fixed dollar figures presented as something like a customer facility charge. You might also find them as a percentage of your overall rental amount, and sometimes you'll owe both. These charges are typically several dollars a day, which can add up to a 3-figure charge depending on the length of your trip. In fact, NerdWallet's rental car study found that 7-night car rentals for downtown locations were on average $86 cheaper than airport locations. Here's another tip. Consider a non-traditional rental car company like Turo, Kite, or GetAround. Some of these rental car alternatives operate like the Airbnb of cars, where people rent out their personal cars. Others are operated by related players in the automobile space, like car dealerships, but many of them turn out cheaper than your standard rental car, and many let you book by the hour, which can allow you to avoid paying for hours when you're not actually driving. And finally, and this might not be what you're looking for, but be open-minded to alternative wheels. Some major cities have extensive public transportation networks that can get you from the airport to downtown, sometimes even faster than sitting in a car in traffic. You might actually save time by opting for the airport train in cities including New York, San Francisco, Chicago, and Denver. Those cities are also pretty walkable and have transit around the metro area, which means you can avoid renting a car as well as dealing with the headache and cost of driving, buying gas, and probably paying for parking. You might use ride shares for travel not well served by public transportation. I'm Sally Fridge, a travel expert on NerdWallet. Those are my 7 tricks for saving money on rental cars, but I want to know yours. Leave your best tips in the comments. And if you want more videos like this, please like and subscribe.